Today I wanted to share with you some of our homeschool favorites for this month. And while it looks like there's a ton of books here, our monthly favorites are actually audiobooks, and I'm going to be explaining how that works now.
Outside that day was prancing around wild to help along the festivity.
So we have, this is our read aloud right now. It's Five Little Peppers and How They Grew. And they had the audio deal for 99 cents. And there will be a blog post link to this that you're going to want to check out because I'm going to be talking about audiobooks and how to get them affordably. And so check the description box below to get the blog post link on how to do that. But we have the audiobook right now, and to be honest, my kids aren't too fond of the reader that I just gave a clip of you, and they actually prefer mommy reading it, which is pretty awesome, I think. And then some of the other ones we have is, I guess I don't have it on this one right here. And my Wi-Fi is not working, but I do have the Peter Pan audiobook, and if I have the right one, the kids really like it, especially the little ones, that I can leave the audiobook with them to kind of just play for a little bit while I am helping the older ones with their work. And so again, audiobooks are definitely our homeschool favorite this month, and I just wanted to share with you some of our favorites. When we actually started audiobooks, we started with The Witch of Blackbird Pond. And I picked it up from the library, and I had heard a lot about it, and I was really excited to read it. I just hadn't had the opportunity to use it as a read aloud, and I kind of wanted to get us in the mood for us to read it again when we approach this time period next year in our history. I do have the book, as you can tell, and the gal that read The Witch of Blackbird Pond was phenomenal. I will try to, again, link the one that we had below. We really enjoyed it. It was definitely one that was a little bit more difficult to get into at first, but once we were in it, we enjoyed it, and I'm so thrilled that it sparked my son picking out this one. Again, this is the book because I had borrowed the audiobook from the library and I had to return them, so I just pulled the paperback book out to kind of give you a visual. Okay, so then we did the audiobook of The Castle in the Attic, and it was a little more difficult to kind of follow along because you're reading, but each of the characters has its own voice. So it's kind of a dramatization and not somebody reading it to you, one person playing all parts. This definitely has different characters into it. And again, this is definitely one that we will be reading aloud a little bit later, as well as the sequel. And so the kids, they listened to that audiobook so many times before we had to take it back. And finally, we just finished listening to I'm trying to cover. Yikes! Let's see. There we go. We just finished The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane, read by Judith Ivey. And I'm covering the sticker because this is still a library audiobook. But this narrator is phenomenal. We so enjoyed this reading, and if you wait till the end of this video, you will get to hear just a few second clip of the author reading, and you don't want to miss that. Okay, so that is our latest audiobook that we've been reading or listening to. Our current one is Anne of Green Gables, and I don't know, I love Anne. We're laughing, we're crying, and Anne is just beautiful, and I can't show you this right now because I don't have a car, and we listen to these in the car, except we just did get a CD player, but we've been listening to them in the car, and that right now is our reading. As we ride around town, we're listening to that. Alright, well, I hope you guys really enjoy this video, kind of what we're listening to. This one kind of sparked a little bit of talk about the Salem witch trials, and I want to say that this is so this is a 6th grade, or 6.1, I always took those for grade and then whatever, so this is a 6.1 reader, and it did kind of, the whole witch thing go over my 3 and 4-year-old, but we did have just a slight little talk with the 8 and 9-year-olds, not too deep because their innocence is still precious right now, and I'm enjoying that. And then as they, as we learn more about it and they have more questions, we'll probably definitely go more into this. But if you do listen to this, I do recommend what was the Salem witch trials. I will have that link down in that blog post. Definitely recommend you checking that out. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this gives you some inspiration for audiobooks. Again, this is one that we are currently reading right now. And the audiobook, I do have the audiobook, but the kids preferred me reading it. It's just a mom thing. And we listened to The Wizard of Oz read by Anne Hathaway in one day. They loved it so much they didn't want to turn it off, and who doesn't love Anne Hathaway? So that is a very good deal that you're going to want to get to that blog post and see how to get that at an affordable rate. And as you can see, my motherly duties are calling me. So I will see you in my next video.
She said again. She rubbed her back. What I say is there's a use for everything and everything has its use. And the boy flapped his arms and shouted, "Go on, get away from that rabbit. Do your work. I ain't gonna say it again." "Yes'm," said Bryce. He wiped his hand across his nose. "I'll be back to get you."